Good morning and happy Friday. Welcome back to my channel and happy Labor Day weekend. Today is Friday, August 29th, and it is of course the beginning of Labor Day, or also known as the last unofficial weekend of summer. Yes, I know that summer technically doesn't end until the end of September 21st or 22nd, I believe. I don't know what the tradition is in other areas of the world, but for us in the United States, when Labor Day happens, it is the unofficial end of summer and the start of the fall season and the official start of everybody's back to school, the summer pools close down, all of those things. And so here we are, and I thought that I would take you along with me to share with you how I spend my Labor Day weekend this year. Now, here's a spoiler alert. We don't actually have any plans. We have a game night planned maybe tomorrow, but this is actually a weekend where we have 3 full days to accomplish whatever it is we want to accomplish, which includes resting and Sabbathing and all of that, spending some time together, going on a date, doing something, and some home organization and declutter projects. In my September and slash my Q4, which I'm starting a month early, so my Q4 and my Q4 planner, my Q4 goals, which are being used in the new Fresh Start 90-day planner for Cultivate What Matters. The weekly goal planner 2026 launch. It launches on September 16th. Y'all, I am struggling so hard with getting words out today. I just filmed my FabFitFun unboxing for like the box that I paid for, and I think I have like 6 different clips and half of the words, I know it's late luteal phase, but holy moly is my brain not functioning today. So who knows what this is gonna look like. It could be spectacular. It could be complete and utter madness. I don't know. But anyway, like we're talking the level of the way this week has gone. I started filming a vlog, and rather than trying to finish it after all of this chaos, I was just like, let's just start a new one. We're just gonna start a new one. So here we are. Welcome to my Labor Day weekend. Things that I do want to accomplish this weekend. I had my office nice and organized, and then I went through the whole process of having to film all of the Cultivate What Matters launch stuff, and that just kind of, whenever I film hauls and unboxings and stuff, chaos ensues. So I just got the Cultivate What Matters stuff cleaned up, and then I did the FabFitFun stuff, and so now that's all over. So I want to get my office organized. I have to tackle that stupid closet again. I have to tackle it. So that's like my big, I went digging for a large purse to go to the eye doctor with the other day because you never know how long that's going to take and what kind of things you need. And I needed to bring all of my contact lens stuff and glasses and sunglasses and eye drops and all of that. So I dug out one of my really big things, and as I pulled it out, like, a bunch of other things came with it. And I was like, guess I really should just go through that. And so my first declutter project is going to be that closet. But I'm going to be making a list of the decluttering projects that I want to do. I'm going to be setting not just my September goals in the 2025 power sheets, but I'm also going to be focusing in on some specific goals for the next quarter, I'm calling it, my quarter, my last 90 days. So I want to go through and get this planner organized as well. I don't know if you see that giant book right there. That is a content planner that I just got. I want to get that set up and start using that in September as well. So there's a lot of like reset and set up and reorganize and declutter stuff that I want to do. And I'm very excited about it. And so even if we spend the entire weekend at home, there's going to be a lot happening, and there's going to be, I don't know, we're going to make some good food. We might get together with friends. We'll probably spend some time outside. I will anyway. I'm going to go to the sauna today, and I just thought I would take you with me to share what a child-free disabled housewife does to reset her life on Labor Day weekend. So if that sounds interesting for you, let's get started. It is a lot later, even though I'm in the same place, in the same outfit. It's a lot later. It just crossed over 5 p.m., 5:02 p.m. And I am in that weird state of like tired but wired. You know what I mean? When like I feel the exhaustion, the physical exhaustion and the mental exhaustion, but at the same time I'm like, let's go, let's do the things. That's where I'm at, and it's fine. So what have I done today? I went to Beam Light Sauna, and I had a really great infrared sauna. Sweat a lot. My body needed the sweat session, and I sweat much more in a sauna than I do when I'm working out. I don't know I don't know why. I don't know what it is about my body. I'm assuming it has to do with my musculature. I'm disabled. I have Charcot-Marie tooth disease, CMT for short. You can look that up or look up on my channel what that means if you don't know. But I'm guessing that my musculature or lack thereof actually hinders my ability to sweat like a normal person would. It's just my hypothesis. I don't actually know. But when you stick me in a 150-degree box for 40 minutes, girlfriend's sweating. And it feels really good, actually, in some really bizarre way. It feels really good. And then I had a red light therapy session, which felt good. And then I had to go out to Sam's Club. I went to a different Sam's Club because that one happened to be closer to where I was. I needed to make a return because your girl just like was acting too fast last time I went to Sam's Club, and I grabbed the pack of tuna, not realizing that the tuna canned in oil is right next to the display for tuna canned in water. And the labels are identical except for the little label that says packed in oil or packed in water. And your girl did not pay attention. So it wasn't until I got home and I happened to be like looking at the tuna in front of me, and I went, 160 calories. That's not right. And I realized I had purchased the wrong one. So I went and I returned that, and then I had to get more eggs because my husband and I have been flying through eggs because I think he uses 2 or 3 eggs a day. And on the days that I have my delicious Mediterranean breakfast, which is most days, I also use 2 eggs. So we're a 4 to 5 egg a day family, which means a dozen, like we'd go through almost 2 dozen eggs in a week. So we were, even though I had recently bought 4.5 dozen eggs, we just opened our last dozen of them today. So I was like, well, since I'm at Sam's Club and they have our favorite eggs in stock, which is the pasture raised eggs, and they're back down in price. During the whole egg price debacle, the 1.5 dozen pasture raised eggs got up to like 8 or 9. No, maybe not 8 or 9. That might be too extreme. That was on the Vital Farm side. Never mind. I take it back. Like maybe $6 or $7 at Sam's Club, and they're back down to like $5.50 something, which is the price that they've been for a while. So that's great. So I bought 3 more dozen eggs. So we have that for the weekend. And now I'm in purge mode, which I think is the only thing that has me wired, because I have a goal. I'm going to share with you one of my goals for the month of September. And I'm classifying it as a daily goal, because in a way it is. And I'm using the power sheets. I don't have all of my goals set yet. So this is the unfinished power sheets, but the habit tracker down at the bottom that's dated, it's dated the 1st through the 30th, right? And the thing I have written down on the bottom there is declutter challenge. And it's actually, I'm taking a hint from the minimalist challenge. The minimalist community, I don't know why I put it in quotes, that's what they're called, is they do this challenge. My sister-in-law loves to do this challenge. I have not taken it upon myself to complete this challenge yet, but I think September is going to be the month because of epic declutter season. And the idea is this: for whatever date it is, you declutter or get rid of that number of things. So in the month of September, I would get rid of 30 plus 29 plus 28 plus 27, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Have I done the math to see what that is? No, but I think it's somewhere over 400 items. So I've decided that I'm going to do that, and I'm getting a couple days head start. But here's what I'm going to do. Instead of being like, oh, it's the 1st, I have to declutter one thing, I'm just going to go through and declutter in batches. And so like my goal today is to find, and for me, it's not just like, let me find things I can give away. If it's broken, if it's old, if it's used up, I'm counting used up products as well, and things that I'm like, that I can donate, declutter. All of those things are going to count. Basically, if it is something that is taking up space that I can get rid of in some way, is going to count towards the number. So today I actually have done 10 so far since I've been home, and my goal is to knock out 20 more today so I can check off the 30, and then I'm going to try and work backwards if I can, and just see where it takes me. So my goal is to have the entire month checked off regardless of what order I do it in. So that's the plan. I have a couple of things, like I'm looking at some eyeshadow palettes. I have some eyeshadow palettes that are almost as old as my marriage, and I really have no reason. I don't reach for them anymore. I want to say I'm nostalgic about them, but I'm not. I just think I am. Like every time I sit to go and like, here, let me give you an example. Like this palette right here. This palette right here. It is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Gold, Hot Chocolate Gold palette. you can still smell the chocolate. I don't know how old this palette is, but you can still smell the chocolate. And some of it is, see, this is what happens. I look at it and then I go, holy crap, but some of these are beautiful. Why don't I wear them? And now I'm immediately like, no, I'm not decluttering this because I'm going to wear it, but I never wear it. So here's what I'm going to do with this. This is me processing in real time. I had every intention of getting rid of this palette. If I don't use this regularly in the month of September, it goes at the end of the month. It goes at the end of the month. Anyway, so that is my goal. And one of the things I want to do, I'm trying to decide if I want to make this explode now, but I really need to tackle that closet. I really need to tackle that closet. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm filming at a funny angle, but look guys, my old jazz shoes. And by old, I mean how old they are. They're actually really pristine. They must have been newer before I stopped using them, I guess. I couldn't tell you when I got these. They still fit. Good to know that I have dance shoes, like valid dance shoes. Interesting. And then the other thing, this is absolutely getting decluttered. I got sent this back when they launched YouTube Shopping, which is essentially YouTube. You've seen it. I'm 100% sure you've seen it because it probably pops links onto my videos. So when I put links on my videos, now YouTube Shopping goes, oh wait, we have access to that link too. Let me list the product for you and use our version of the affiliate link as well. And that is through YouTube Shopping. So when they announced YouTube Shopping, they sent this out to, I don't know how many people, but I don't know if you can tell. It says shop with YouTube, and it's like, it's a sign that lights up, and they put my channel on it and everything. Like super cute, like pretty expensive to send out to everybody because there are many people, much larger than me in terms of channels. So the fact that they sent it to me is really interesting, but I have never once used it. I think their hope was like people would put it in the background of their videos and make it like a QVC home shopping network moment as you're sitting there getting advertised to, right? But here's the thing. I don't advertise to you guys like that. I advertise to you in the moment and not just, let's sit down and have an entire home shopping network hour. I don't do that. I'm never going to use this goofy sign. I've had it for well over a year, probably closer to 2 or 3. Never once used it. Never gonna use it. So it's gonna go. In other news, I've made an epic mess. I've made an epic mess. Yeah. I did it, y'all. Doors closed. Stuff is put away. Doggy's ready to go downstairs. It's time for dinner and a night of relaxing. This one's still dancing. Happy Labor Day, happy Monday, happy September, and happy unofficial end to summer. I was like, oh, I'm ready to talk to the camera. I'm not ready to talk to the camera. It is 11:15. I've been taking a nice, gracious, slow morning, but I've been getting a lot of things done. I did my Bible study this morning, and I have been actively working on both my fresh start planner goals, because I'm starting my Q4 today, a month early, because of December and holidays and just the way that it works. And I'm about halfway through getting the goals actually set. I've got some good ones down in here, and I'm excited to get a move on those. I am almost done with my tending list for my current power sheets as well. And I'm working on, I've been doing some content planning and stats. Man, this thing is huge. This is my new content planner by The Daily. I bought one digitally, and I don't think I'm a digital planner. Even with the upgraded iPad, I got a better iPad, a bigger iPad, a newer iPad, and I just don't love digital planning. So I decided to get this one because I loved the way that it was laid out, and I was already using the much less expensive digital format. But for this, it's funny because I go back and forth. I'm like, I don't think I'm in my paper planner era anymore. That's one of my goals. As I'm sitting here brainstorming all of my things, I was like, I had some goals that I wanted to focus on, and I can't, in real time, when I sit down to actually write them down, I can never remember what they are. And then I say something like that, and I go, oh, right, that was one of my goals. So I have two. I want to get scheduled. I want to become like, get into my schedules and my, oh, Paco's outside. There's this really sweet old couple in our neighborhood. I'm quiet because my window's open. This older couple, and they have the cutest little like multi-poo doggy named Paco. He's so sweet. Okay, I got it. I officially have all 8 sections filled out. I'm not going to show you the last one because the last one may or may not happen. And if it does happen, it's going to be awesome. But if it doesn't happen, that's also okay. But it's going to take up some time for a while, so I want to just let that sit and simmer. Don't worry, you guys will know whether or not it happens, and I'll talk about it and whatnot. But here is my goal list for the 90-day planner that I have. So September, October, November's focus is going to be this. I have a weight goal in a certain decade that I haven't been in a really, 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 really long time. 2020. Really long time. I was looking at my weight history and going, wow, I can't believe that it's actually been that long that I've been in that weight decade. It is a stretch goal. It is a very big stretch goal. But we're going to see if we can do it, because I'm going to shoot for the moon. And what's the saying? If you shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you land among the stars. That's kind of where we're going. I'm like, if I can knock this out, I will be my lowest weight that I've been in this decade. Okay? If I can knock this out. If I can't, I will have at least made progress. So it's a refocus on that. I'll tell you what it is later, but for now I'm keeping it to myself. Goal number 2 is to finish the Harry Potter Conqueror Challenge medal for book number 4. I still have 17 miles left in book number 3, so my goal is to get that and book number 4. So it's going to be like 85 something miles. It's going to be a lot of miles. But I want to be more diligent about the moving in terms of getting distance for those miles. And as long as I'm diligent about it and keep myself on track, knowing I have to get at least this many miles every day or whatever, I'll be able to do it. And achieving that medal gives me something tangible to hold on to be like, look, I did it, and also directly applies and directly affects the weight loss goal itself. Epic home declutter. My husband and I are very much in a, we need to just clean out and get rid of things that we don't use. It kind of corresponds with a general no spend right now, but I'm working on getting through a lot of things, especially in the basement. We're talking like food storage containers and things that we're not using, things that I haven't touched. We're like, why do we need them? I don't know. So that's like epic home declutter is the name of this quarter. Upload 40 videos, 40 videos to this channel, because I really want to get back in the groove. I've been struggling to get back in the groove, but I'm feeling like getting back in the groove, and I just have to figure out how all the pieces fit together. And then I have a bunch of like schedule and timing and personal development type things. One goal is to become an early riser. I am convinced that if I apply myself just a little bit, I can lose that hour of sleep. And by lose it, I mean just adjust it. I've been getting up at 7:30 in the morning, and I just feel like with all the things I need to accomplish, that's not quite enough time in the mornings. So if I can get that wake up window to 6:30 in the morning, I feel like everything will just be so much better. So that is my focus, is to be able to get that extra hour earlier of time. So I'm hoping for like, and the way that I am going to approach this in a way that is not super rigid is 6:30 to 7 o'clock wake up window instead of 7:10 to 7:30. Then we're going to see if we can shift to a 6 to 6:30 window, gradual. If I am struggling to speak, it is because Aunt Flo has completely just blown all expectations out of the water. My ring, my new ring, I have the Ultra Human ring now, has told me that my period is supposed to start in 4 days. The app that I have been using for years, that is generally right plus or minus 2 days, has said that my period is supposed to start in 5 days. And my body thinks it's supposed to start today. So I'm very confused. My hormones are very confused. My brain is very confused. And we're just kind of going with it. So that's why I'm unable to speak today. My brain is just everywhere. So become an earlier riser. Next is get schedules under control. I really want to start having a regular routine schedule, themed days, themed time blocks, themed all of it. I have the programs that I need in order to like have a digital calendar that provides me such things. I just need to sit down and get these schedules organized and then keep them like they're appointments. And then get my screen time under control. These are all 3 goals that I feel are very interlinked. If I can get one under control, I can get the other under control, I can get the other under control. And those 3 things tied together in a neat little package is going to get everything else done as well. And then the last one is the one that I'm not going to tell you about right now, but it is written on there, and I will let you know when and if, all of that thing. Jazz, whatever the word is. So welcome to Labor Day. I have a list of things I would like to get accomplished today as well. They are as follows. I'm doing the minimalist type challenge where like for each day of the month you declutter that many things, but instead of going in order, I'm just picking days and doing them. So for example, on September 1st, today I should declutter 1 thing, but I'm going out of order and I've already started. So I have done September 30th. I've done 30 things and I've done September 29th, almost exclusively in nail polish that is completely and utterly so dried up you can't even pull the brush out of it anymore, because some of these nail polishes are 8, 9, 10 years old. So that was pretty much what day 29 was for the most part, but it's done now. And so I want to do, or 29, why did I say day 27? I need to do day 28. So today I'm hoping to be able to knock out a day 28 declutter, so declutter 28 items from my home. And the way that I'm doing it, I said this in a different video, is either using something up that I don't plan on repurchasing immediately also counts. Expired products that I'm just getting rid of also counts. And things that I'm donating also counts. I don't know what the rules are, but those are my rules. Get on the elliptical as long as I can muster up the energy. Clean the living spaces, just tidy up the living room, kitchen table, bedroom, kitchen. Bathe my dog. Can you see this creature? I don't know if you can see her. I can't see the screen. Grace. Yesterday we had an amazingly fun day. We got up, we went to church, hung out with people at the coffee shop after church, and then we went over to members of our life group's house for just a cookout, just super low key. There was only a couple of us there. It was lovely. They have a 1-year-old, almost 2. She's almost 2, who adores Gracie, and she has a big golden retriever who does not mind when Gracie comes over, and they have a backyard and they had a pool, a little kiddie pool like Gracie loves, set out in the backyard. So we brought Gracie with us to the cookout, and Gracie just had the best evening ever. And today she's completely exhausted, but she also kept getting in the pool, getting soaking wet, and then rubbing herself all over the lawn. So I was like, today, my friend, is your bath day. So we have to bathe Gracie. I'm gonna clean the bathrooms. My husband does a lot of the scrubbing of the shower and the deep cleaning, but I want to deep clean I want to get the toilets done. I want to get everything dusted, and I want to get the countertops clean. Meal plan for the week and a grocery plan for the week. I'm really focused on clocking in under budget on the groceries this month. We're gonna see how that goes. Finish my goal setting and do my daily tasks for my power sheets, which are as follows. Here are my power sheets for the month. Use the vibration plate, track my food, no spend. And for no spend, I mean no spend like on excessive things. I literally just placed an Amazon order, but it was all things I needed. So it was 2 things for groceries. I needed new basil seeds and pumpkin spice nut pods came out. So I'm gonna get those. At some point this month, I have to go to Nespresso. This will be well, no, it can count towards the groceries. If I'm real smart and real diligent about it, it'll count towards the groceries, so it'll be fine. To get pumpkins, I love the Nespresso pumpkin spice cake pods. I haven't loved flavored coffee in general in a long time, but the Nespresso pods seem to do it pretty well. So every year I get myself 1 3-pack of nut pods for pumpkin spice, which is unsweetened creamer, and then I get a couple of sleeves of the pumpkin spice coffee, and that's like my pumpkin spice coffee theme for the year. So I love it. And 'tis the season. So I ordered those 2 things, but they're for the groceries, so they don't count. So every day that I can knock off a no spend day is great. It doesn't need to be perfect, but I want to keep track of every day I don't buy something we don't need. Drink 100 ounces of water. I'm doing a little challenge where every day I'm going to drink some basil seed goo, because what I have found the last couple times that I have consumed it, and I'll talk about it I think in a different vlog more in detail. I have fewer cravings, I'm fuller longer, I feel better. So I'm just gonna start having it every day and we'll see what it does for my weight loss. And then the declutter challenge. So those are all things that I have to knock out today. And then if I have time left, I need to paint my nails. That's what Labor Day looks like. My husband is doing his own things, work stuff, and I'm gonna do some home tasks of his own. So we're just kind of on our own today, just getting done what we need to get done, because it's an extra day of like not actual intentional, or very intentional, but like neither of us are in office today doing our normal stuff. So we get to do the stuff we don't normally have time to spend time doing. So that's great. I've rambled on long enough. Happy Monday. Let's go have breakfast because it is now 11:30 and I'm hungry. So I just refilled my pills and I thought I would give you a little glimpse into what my current supplementation stack is, more or less. So first, because of where I am in my cycle, I just opened a fresh jar of these. These are the Soul CBD Harmony PMS Relief Gummies. These are incredible. They do a really great job. Look at all that cycle-friendly stuff in there, including 30 milligrams of CBD. You're supposed to take these 1 or 2 times a day, depending on how you're feeling, a week before your period starts and then during your period. And so 1 bottle of these lasts me 4 or 5 months, really, because half the time I don't remember to take it, honestly. So I just got a fresh bottle of those, so I've started taking those. I got a new daily probiotic from Amazon Basics that's been working really, really well. And it's very budget friendly for what it is. I think it was like $8 when I bought it. I don't know what the pricing is now, but really inexpensive just to get those extra probiotics in. And then I also got these, which is another inexpensive probiotic, becomes highly, highly rated. This specific strain, Lactobacillus gasseri, is a specific strain of probiotic that is linked to aiding in weight loss. And this specific strain is not often found in, like if you look at all this, it's not in this. It's not in a lot of the regular mainstream probiotics. So for an additional cost of, again, like $7 or $8 for a bottle, I take one of these in the morning. And I put them in my morning pills. So after I eat, I take one of these. And I mean, y'all, my weight's going down. So this is all of my supplementation that I'm taking in conjunction with my weight loss and wellness journey right now. For nighttime, I started taking just the fast dissolve melatonin, 3 milligrams. I'm working on getting myself off of my prescription anti-anxiety that I take for sleep. And so a little extra boost of melatonin has been very helpful in helping me achieve that. I have a bottle of CoQ10 that I purchased. I don't know that this is actually doing anything, but I got it from Members Mark, so I am using it up, and I will probably not repurchase unless in the future there's some reason for me to purchase that specifically. I have several things by this brand. This brand you've seen around on my channel before, and I've been leaning into it pretty heavily. It's called Micro Ingredients. This is their magnesium glycinate. A serving of 3 capsules is the 500 milligrams. I take 2 of them at night and 1 of them with my morning pills to spread it out a little bit. By the same brand, we've got these dissolvable vitamin B12s, and then a wellness news and a wellness essential is fish oil, right? And for whatever reason, something got to me with like cod liver oil being the optimal choice or whatever. And lo and behold, Micro Ingredients had cod liver oil. So I purchased that as well. Got to get that DHA, the EPA, all the good stuff. No fish burps with this, y'all. No fish burps, which is really, really nice. So the 3 little capsules, they're smaller than most of the normal fish oil capsules too. You see them in there? These little gel capsule looking guys, they're a lot smaller than the normal capsules. And then I have got a brand new container of this because I just finished my first one. This is the thing that started me on this brand, is their teeny weeny tiny vitamin D K2 supplements. I get the 5,000 IUs. It is essential that your vitamin D3 comes with K2. It's for maximum absorption. So you want to be taking both at the same time. And then the other sort of weight loss related supplement that I'm taking is I take this berberine by Now Foods. I've been taking it with consistency. And again, my scale is regularly going down. So you do the math there. This is what I take. I take 1 soft gel daily with my morning pills after I eat. And occasionally, when I remember, I will take a second one in the afternoon. And this one was actually recommended to me when I was seeing the dietitian through the NutriSense program that I was trying out. And he suggested them to me, and he said he actually takes them just as like to help with cholesterol and things of that nature. He takes only 1 pill a day, but for people who are, have a little bit more insulin problems, which is not me actually, or women or with more body fat, you might want to take a higher dose. So I take 2 when I remember. So that's my current little healthy supplement stack.